Honestly. Yeah, that glare.
Right off.
Hey, you boys. That
Right,
bloody
boys.
glare's awful. How are you?
Oh, mate.
See you later.
Where's the football shirt, mate?
Underneath this lap.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Good connection.
that was a good connection, actually. That glare's terrible, isn't it?
Huh?
Is there something we can put on that window? That glare's terrible.
Which one? This window?
On this, is there like...
Should we go and complain?
Yeah, bloody hell.
Clear.
Huh?
What's he doing?
He shut the blind, but there's not one on... Mate, it's not that window.
Was it this one?
It's the other one, yeah.
Oh, my lord.
Fair play to him.
Fair play, he's found the blind. Oh, Henry, you're a saviour, mate. It's good, it's good.
So when
What a
someone,
hero.
It's when someone from the uni comes up and complains.
Yeah, why
like,
is
you
the, why
can't
is the
do
blind
that.
shut? Oh,
That's all right.
boys, I've got to show... I'll show you this. See this?
Does that look alright? My side, but yeah. Yeah, it looks alright.
I saw this earlier, I don't know why it made me laugh. Bear with me.
You just know it's going to be an awful TikTok.
It's not.
This is not this Fiona. Loud again.
What would you do? With Kirk from Corrie.
Can't tell much Coronation Street. So,
No, neither do I, but you know who Kirk from
Yeah.
Corrie is, don't you? Who doesn't know who Kirk from Corrie is?
I do. It was on Arms 11.
Yeah, it was, wasn't he?
You
Have
seen
you
it?
watching it this year?
I didn't watch last night's, but I've caught up.
I didn't watch last night's either.
Yeah.
Were you at the press box yesterday, weren't you?
Oh.
Who were you watching?
Derby Swansea.
Good game?
Very good game, man. You were there, actually, man.
in the away end,
In the
mate,
away
up the Swans.
Were you?
Massive win. Massive win.
Oh, brilliant. How was it?
Great quality. I mean, there weren't loads of Swansea fans there, but the ones that were there made it a good atmosphere, to be fair to them.
What, you're in the Swansea end?
Yeah, yeah.
Fair play.
And I thought the Derby fans, you know, a bit flat.
Yeah, I mean,
thought.
after that first 25 minutes, oh, boys. It's the worst I've seen Derby play.
Awful.
Really?
So bad. They just completely flat. Like, they didn't want to run. The amount of time Swansea had on the ball, like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
What did you think to the atmosphere in Prem Park?
It was, second half was good, I think. But, and to be fair, the attendance actually was quite good for like a
Was it?
Tuesday night. Or Wednesday night even. But yeah, but no, there weren't that many Swansea fans, but coming from Wales.
Yeah, on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock kickoff, it's like, you're not expecting loads, but yeah. When they scored in the second minute, though, Swansea, it was just scenes, like, because
Yeah.
no one expected it.
No,
it was such a
no,
quick
no.
start, I've noticed. It was such a good finish as well.
Yeah.
And then everyone was just going crazy. It was quality. Absolute quality.
Brilliant. I'm glad you had a good time. Wish I'd gone.
Well, yeah.
What were you doing?
Filming for the uni team.
Hey, it's what it is.
Yeah.
No,
At least you're at football.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
yeah, you say not non-league.
Non-league. I'm not sure it's non-league, but
Our class it is non-league. Right,
No league.
let's get going. It's like the bloody overlap this, apart from I've got to set up all the bloody audio.
Got that. Yeah. Could do it with a producer.
You are.
Said we could do it with a producer one day, couldn't we?
We could.
they're gone, Harvey. Stop being the cheap skating hire one.
Yeah.
You think I made the money? I'm a bloody student, mate.
Yeah, excuses.
What episode are we on now? 6?
6, yeah.
My God. It was good having Arlo on, wasn't it?
Yeah, although it's very like short because.
Well, hopefully you can get him back in.
But it's not really under strict time constraints from the university because there were loads of other students that wanted to speak to him, so he shoved him into a room for 5 minutes really quickly. And then,
Yeah.
Well, we didn't.
well,
no,
no, yeah, we didn't shove him in a room. But
Yeah, he did let you.
What?
No, as in he let you do the podcast.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it was-
yeah.
it was happy to-
Sorry.
Not like he let you shove you in a room. Accidentally.
Right, let's
I say something so innocent, and then you two just, yeah.
We'll get him on again.
Honestly, yeah.
Wait, he's not going to come on again.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, we're recording now and back for another episode. Where do we even start this week? I'll start with Liverpool.
I was going to say we start with the.
He's got the Liverpool shirt on.
The big fixture in the Champions League.
Yeah.
2-0. Yeah, I can't lie, because I was at Derby Swansea, you were as well, Murray. I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights, and so I'm not going to sit and claim every player did well for 90 minutes because I don't know. But what I will say is, apparently Conor Bradley had an incredible performance against Mbappe, so I can't complain.
I didn't, because I was driving back. Well, I wasn't driving, and I was listening to it on the radio, and I watched the highlights later, and I think it was the first time actually that Conor Bradley's convinced me if Trent wants to go, I think we'd be all right, He will go. He's going to go. He don't think so.
I think he'll go. I think he will go to
100%. Mate, why haven't Liverpool just given him the bloody contract? Just draw up a contract.
It always happens with FSG. Wijnaldum didn't get that contract for ages. Salah didn't for ages.
Yeah, but if you imagine if they're paying Trent, 60 million in wages over, 3 years.
I think it will come down to how much does Trent want to be Liverpool captain. Because I think that would really be convincing to say. He's won every trophy. If he went to Real Madrid, you wouldn't blame him. He'd go down Liverpool legend.
But mate, he wants to be a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah, but he's not good.
He's not going to be a Ballon d'Or winner, but I think he is he could be a massive signing for Real Madrid, another statement signing, taking arguably the best right back in the world. I mean, it's an argument, and just taking him into your squad. I mean, that's a massive signing for Real Madrid on a free. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, but Arne Slot's doing an amazing job, isn't he?
I mean, fair play. I think he's after however many Premier League games have been played, I think he's the record for how many points he's got as a new manager in his first season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible what he's doing at Liverpool. And Real Madrid, I saw you haven't beat Real Madrid since 2009 or something, a massive bogey team, and he's just won 2-0. I mean, fair play.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you ask every Liverpool fan coming in, they're going to go top four, new manager. I'd be happy. If we get top 4, I'm still happy. It's a new manager. But now, we win against City in the weekend, 11 points clear, 5 wins out of 5 in the Champions League. It's looking really promising.
Yeah, but let's not chase a dream.
No, 100%. I'm not going to say we're going to storm the league.
All it takes is for us to go through a bad patch, lose 3 games, City win 3, and the gap's gone.
Because no matter how bad City are playing, they're winless in 6, they've lost 5 of their last 6, and we play them. You'd think as Liverpool, you'd be like, great time to play City. City can win every game from now because they're Manchester City. Do you know what I mean?
And they've got a lot of injuries, don't they? Rodri, they've got Kovacic, they've got Diaz, they've got Ake, all out.
Yeah. De Bruyne is still not fully fit, I don't think.
They're just they'll
sort
that out.
Kyle Walker as well, isn't he? He's just come back from injury.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
So, I think, but it is nice to see Man City finally having that little bit of a bad patch.
It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, that in the Champions League, 3-0 up against Feyenoord, and you look at Feyenoord's team on paper, it's not brilliant compared to when they won the league under Slot a couple of years ago, and to come back after I think it was the 75th minute and score 3 goals. I mean, what are City doing? That's a capitulation. That is awful.
Against Feyenoord,
against Feyenoord at home as well. Their home form was that was the big thing. That Etihad is a fortress. It's not anymore after the Spurs game and the Feyenoord game.
Yeah, so Spurs absolutely battered. They're just not.
Sorry, he's just done it again. Well, he does that. He does his Frank Lampard where he makes a joke and he just goes. I actually caught that live in action.
Mate, how is that a joke, Carl? This guy.
There's every time this guy. I'm editing the podcast. This guy does a Frank Lampard on us every single.
I can feel myself going red in the face, mate.
Well, speaking of Frank Lampard. New Coventry manager.
Has he?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, I've just taken the job. I've just taken the job at Coventry.
Don't laugh.
Horrible you are. Don't listen to him, man. Don't listen to him.
Frank Lampard's just
Coventry.
Well,
Fabrizio's announced.
That's a terrible appointment.
I think it's a good appointment.
Do you?
Yeah.
Mate, he's such an unproven manager.
Well, I disagree.
He did well in the Championship with Derby. So.
When Chelsea had a transfer ban, he came third with them with mostly academy players. Admittedly, when Tuchel came in, did an incredibly much better job. But I still think he's a good Championship manager. I think he's better. I think he's a much better manager than Wayne Rooney.
But if you look when he came back to Chelsea, didn't do too good job.
Yeah, but to be fair, when he got that Chelsea job with 6 months left, that no one knew about that Chelsea team. They had about 50 odd players. No one knew who was starting each week. Yeah. He was basically just given a team and gone, just use them for the rest of the season. He came out the Everton job,
Don't you feel there's this pool of managers, Lampard, Rooney, Gerrard, all just do it because they've just played football and they're living off the name.
Yeah, they've got the name, isn't it? Also, when you've got that type of manager, you're going to bring more media to the club, more attention to the club, aren't you?
But mate,
they've all done well at certain points though.
Yeah.
Like Lampard did very well at Derby, and then Gerrard did very well at Rangers, and Rooney did okay at Derby. Obviously, with the points deduction, it's like very difficult. But so they've all had their. But I get what you mean. I think they were given the original jobs just because of their name.
Yeah, and look, I feel like every manager's had that sort of bad period. Like Wayne Rooney, he had an okay time at Derby.
Yeah.
Then obviously he's gone other places, not gone well. Look at Plymouth. I mean, losing to Norwich 6-1. Then you've got Gerrard, who had a great season at Rangers, but it's Rangers. You know, it's only a 2-team league, that really, isn't it? And then he goes over to Ettifaq after Villa. He did a terrible job at Villa.
Yeah. He's not doing very well in Saudi Arabia either.
I mean, if you can't handle Saudi Arabia, mate, get out the kitchen.
I think the average attendance for that Ettifaq, however you say it, bloody hell, I can't speak, is like under 1,000 fans. And if he can't do it like with 1,000 fans, then just quit the job, mate.
Yeah. I think he needs to come back and get like a Championship or League One job. Do you know what I mean? To like properly like establish himself as a coach.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a case, isn't it? But
I mean, it sort of shows that great players don't make great managers. I mean, it's such a rarity, isn't it? So
yeah.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
No, it's all right.
This guy's on smoke today. He's bullied me for a couple minutes. Now he's trying to be rude to you.
I've not done anything.
Well, do you know what I was thinking in my head? As soon as I heard that, I thought, well, Zidane was quite a good manager and a good player, wasn't he? So
Zidane was a very good manager for Madrid.
I know, yeah. So I'm really surprised.
He's not gone back into anything.
The United job came up. He didn't get links. So.
Oh, does that upset you, mate?
Huh?
Does that upset you?
No, it doesn't upset me.
Hey, what do you think to Amorim?
Well, he only had a couple of days with the players, didn't he? And it's a baptism of fire going to Ipswich Town on your first game. So it's like 1-0. It's not an awful result, but you would expect them to win usually. Man United against Ipswich.
Carragher did a good analysis of him.
I thought it was really good,
wasn't it? You know, and like, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, basically, Amorim was saying to Casemiro at one point, push up higher, get higher up the pitch, and mark like. In the box, get up to the opposition's half in their box, and go and mark. And Casemiro was reluctant to, do I go up, do I not? Yeah. And he's shouting, go up, push up, and they're just not used to this style of play. So you could see that within literally a week, Manchester United are looking a bit more, he's trying to implement a different tactic.
They're going to try and play on the front foot under Amorim 100%. But
high press.
I have to show that video I sent you to somebody editing it like Grew. Come on, it does sound like it.
It does
in that video, it actually really does. That's the thing.
What do we think to Ed Sheeran? I mean, what's all that about? Did you see that?
That is so awkward for Amorim, He's just talking about the game. He probably doesn't want to be there in the first place. On TV, his first game, they've just drawn. He's probably not happy with the result. He's talking in front of the cameras. And Ed Sheeran just comes in and interrupts.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think people are making it into such a problem.
And to be fair, Amorim said he didn't really care. He said they asked him about it in his pre-match press conference for the Europa League game, and he was like he didn't mind Ed Sheeran coming in. It's like he wasn't that rude apparently. So
I do. Yeah, I think Ed Sheeran was just
people overreacting a bit.
Yeah, he just literally come in and then he went. He was in there for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like me. If you're talking to him and me coming in and go, hey mate, how are you doing? You don't go, how dare he come in and interrupt.
To be fair, I do with you because you don't usually have much of the conversation.
Don't laugh.
I don't want to get threatened again.
Thank you, Henry.
That's alright, mate. That's alright.
But talking about ex-players becoming managers, looking like Ruud Van Nistelrooy off to Leicester. How do we feel about that?
I don't mind. I don't know really what he's like, but
he's not had much experience, has he? He was with PSV Eindhoven for a little bit, Manchester United a little bit. It's very strange that they've sacked Steve Cooper.
I was going to say, I don't think they're doing that badly.
Yeah, I look at the team as well. It's an awful. Not an awful team, but it's not a great team.
Not great.
It's not a Prem team.
And they're 16th. I think if any Championship side comes up and finishes 16th, you take it.
Yeah.
But they're not doing awful. So. I
know that a lot of Leicester fans really don't like him, and I'll be honest, I don't really know why. I'm not sure if it's because of his Forest connections or whatever, but I know the Leicester fans were really happy to see the back of him. So,
wow. I mean that shocks me a bit because I think he's an alright manager. I mean, I'm looking at the team now, and I don't think they have a bad team, but yeah, no, I just think they've got a couple of injuries as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, what is it? Abdul Fatah. Fatah?
Fatawu.
Fatawu, that's it. He's just done his ACL, hasn't he? I don't know how to pronounce. I'm really bad with names. I've discovered this. It's really
honest,
bad.
I look at their centre backs though: Akoli, Cody, Vestergaard, and Wout Fez. They are awful centre backs.
Yeah.
They are honestly. They might be the 4 worst centre backs in the Premier League at this moment in time.
Jesus.
Wout Fez.
I
will always praise him for scoring 2 own goals at Anfield.
Yeah.
I'll always remember him for that, and ever since then I can't get over that.
Yannick Vestergaard. Every time I watch him, I think he's absolutely awful.
He's a bit clumpy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just awful, clumpy.
He is.
I wouldn't describe him as clumpy, but
he's like 6'8", and I'm not a big fan of him.
No,
I don't think he was that good at Southampton either.
no, he was awful at Saints as well. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Harvey probably doesn't know the players we're talking about.
No.
I do, you cheeky git. Sorry, Murray's mum's listening, so I'm trying to not swear.
Oh, that's good of you, mate. That's good of you.
2 dedicated viewers.
Yeah.
Murray's parents.
And we don't swear where we come from.
No. Well, my parents be watching, so that's 4. So.
Yeah, we have a joke that Murray lives in. Well, I don't even know if it's a joke at this point. That you live in a penthouse mansion
with a helipad.
With a helipad.
Yeah, you'll see, mate. It's really not like that.
Well, these guys tricked me the other week.
It's a manor instead. Sorry, boys. Continue.
It's a terrible joke.
That's awful. Sorry.
No joke has landed today, and it's been tragic.
Yeah, we've had a couple of weeks.
You killed me off with the silence there. Like you could have.
Sorry,
you could have at least helped me.
Sorry,
but,
I wanted to just see you crash. You two have been busy with press boxes, haven't you? Last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Mark?
Oh yeah, well, I went to Wolves Southampton a couple of weeks ago, which was. I'll be honest, it wasn't a great game, and Southampton actually deserved to get something out of it. But to be fair, Mateus Cunha, can we just talk about him? What a player, by the way. He's in great form at the moment. Obviously got an assist and a great goal for Wolves' first win of the season. Nice bit of food at that press box as well.
Yeah.
Nice bit of pork kind of casserole thing.
Yeah.
Nice little raspberry cheesecake for dessert.
Why do we talk about food every week?
Because that's the main reason we go to press boxes.
For free food.
It is a highlight.
It is.
And then me and you went to Notts County
We
to
did.
watch them play Newport County in an absolutely awful game, 0-0.
Yeah, we've been to West Brom versus
Cardiff
0-0. I was at Liverpool, Manchester United. That was 0-0. Last year.
Yeah.
And then we've gone to watch Notts County. That's 0-0. So I think I'm the curse, mate.
It was a really bad game as well. Like the West Brom game, there were a decent amount of opportunities, but the Notts County game, it's just nothing happened.
No.
It was like, I was doing my match report and I just didn't know what to put in it. It was like,
I was the same.
I had about 100. Did you even do a match report?
Yeah, my match report was similar.
I heard it was really detailed as well. I heard it was really detailed as well.
Yeah, it was. I used some really describing adjectives like amazing and wonderful and fantastic.
Oh, brilliant.
That's really good vocabulary for Harvey.
Yeah.
And Henry, obviously you went last night, but have you been to any others?
Yeah, so I went Derby Swansea last night. I also went to West Brom Norwich at the weekend, which was actually really exciting first half. 4 goals, finished 2-2. Second half, it was still exciting, but obviously when you got 4 goals in the first half, it's not going to live up to it. I will say Borja Signs, what a player.
Yeah,
very, very
2 hat-tricks this season.
I know, he's so good.
Did he score in that game?
Yes, I believe so. Or I think he
can't even remember.
Oh, it's quite bad.
Hands too cold, mate.
It was absolutely freezing. Oh, my hands were like shivering. And last night at the press box, I couldn't type. I was like having to like push my thumb down to type because my fingers were so cold.
It's all that dance you're doing, mate.
Yeah, probably. I don't do it in the cold though, but yeah, it might have something to do with it. But
I don't do darts in the cold, really.
But no,
Turns all the
both
room
games were
temperatures
good.
down. Huh?
Both games are really good.
Yeah, just go on your phone, mate.
No. I'm looking at the game.
The one thing about the West Brom press box I really like is when you're in like the media room, it's like you've got that massive glass, like you're in a box overlooking the pitch.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
And the glass looks like see-through.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's pristine.
Yeah, well, obviously glass is see-through, but it looks like it's not there.
I get what you meant. Yeah,
it's like a window cleaner's just miraculously.
Yeah. Also, the padded seat in the press box as well is lovely. Oh.
Yeah, but the only thing is the bloody chairs.
It's
20
far
metres
away,
from
isn't
the
it?
desk. You like that?
Yeah.
Was it busy when you went? Because there were 4 of us on a whole row, like when me and Harvey went.
Yeah, it was quite busy.
Okay.
I think there was a couple other students from another uni.
Yeah. Is that next year?
Yeah.
Gloucestershire Uni, I think it was.
It was Gloucestershire, yeah. So yeah, it was quite busy, but nothing out of the ordinary because it was a 3 o'clock game on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, really good experience. So.
No good. Have you seen Alex Coote? Oh, Alex Coote. She's in my class. David Coote. It's been done again.
Yes.
Oh, it's just non-stop for the poor bloke at this point.
There's a human in me that feels sorry for him, but
what was it? So
really.
he showed a yellow card to Alioski
When he was at Leeds,
game,
yeah.
and he's messaged his mate, and he saying, "Remember the bet," or whatever it was.
Thanks for the yellow card, or is it
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I hope you're
Remember
thankful
the
for the
deal.
yellow card or
Yeah.
something, yeah.
It's just not good.
It's just
for him.
not. But do you reckon this is going to release a whole new scandal where I bet a few other referees? I can't.
I
just
don't
be
think
him.
so. I don't think so. I think it is just him.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't think there's some like big conspiracy theory going on with Premier League refs. But I mean, how this is allowed to happen in the Premier League is beyond me.
Yeah.
Like the biggest league in the world, and you've got a referee like that who's making dodgy deals. It's crazy.
Yeah, but how are you going to like reduce that? They're humans at the end of the day. How are you going to reduce that? You know, you can put so much trust in somebody, but there's always another side.
Yeah,
to
no,
it.
that's a good point. Yeah, you can't spy on them,
Unless
can
you're getting robots in to do the job. How on earth can you marshal that? You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah, I mean, I still think those type of conversations go on behind closed doors, because I think most referees will have opinions on managers, but when you're a referee, you've got to take any sort of bias out of the way and just focus on the game.
Well, I know, like you were talking about Paul Warren, where when the cameras go down, you'll go, "Oh, well, he was terrible today," and the sort of truth comes out. Do you reckon referees do that when they're like finished? They're like, "See, like, you were bloody rubbish," you know?
I think so. Yeah.
I reckon yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, really.
Yeah,
but David Coote,
it's only wrong if you act on it, which
Yeah.
David Coote's like has been found to do.
Yeah, and that's you know, I'm sure more and more will come out because he's in the limelight now. To just give him investigate and new things will come.
To be fair, it's only an investigation at the moment, so we actually, to be fair, we don't know whether he is guilty. So
of course, there are
it's all
allegations
conjecture.
at this point.
Yeah.
You know, that he could be a load of rubbish.
Yeah, but once stuff gets leaked on social media and the public are the ones to judge, then there's not a lot coming back really. Because whatever game, let's say he refs next weekend, just everyone's gonna stick it on him because they've all seen the video.
Yeah, he'll give a throw in the wrong way, and everyone will be on him about a throw.
Exactly. And that's why I also, in a way, feel bad for the other referees who ref Liverpool now, especially in big games. Like who did we play last? Southampton.
Yeah.
The referee for that I felt sorry for, because that was the first Liverpool game after the whole David Coote scandal, and all of the eyes would have been right. You know, there's a bit of pressure if they give a dodgy decision. There's going to be this agenda. Referees hate Liverpool, which isn't the case. Let's be honest. It's just one ref that's said a few things after a few drinks.
I remember when Luis Diaz was onside at the goal was put on as offside, and the referee, the VAR room, whatever.
Yeah.
And Liverpool released that statement, didn't they?
Yeah.
Saying that it was, you know, they'll do everything in their power. I really hope they don't release something like that again. I hope they just, you know, it's happened now. You can't sort of oversee. You can't see them things sort of coming. And I hope they just ride past it.
I think they would have learned from that situation, because it's not smart to put a statement out. I mean, there's too many statements out nowadays anyway. But it's even the Diaz situation. I don't think that. Looking back, I don't think that was like, we've got to do Liverpool over here. But
no,
it was just a silly mistake. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and you know what fans are like? I remember when that VAR official had his phone out and everyone was like, "It's FPL."
Yeah.
But it turned out it was the Premier League app that all managers, and I think commentators use it as well.
Yeah.
So you see that fans can get things totally wrong and allegate things that are just
that's like everything though. It's like fans, like we're not professionals, are we? It's like we're not going to know what goes on behind the scenes.
Exactly,
so it's like, let them do what they got to do.
Yeah. And talking about Liverpool quickly again, what do you think of Salah coming out and saying that, you know, he's a bit disappointed?
I respect it, you know, because he's a. I mean, you two are obviously Liverpool fans. He's one of the biggest recent legends, surely, right?
Yeah,
would you agree?
He's one of the best players ever.
And obviously, a lot of fans are getting on his back saying, "Why hasn't he signed a new contract?" So I think he's just saying, "It's actually not my, it's not come to me yet. So what can I do?" So he's putting it out there for fans to know that he's in the position that he's not been offered a contract yet. So I think it's quite transparent from him, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very 50-50 on it. I don't know if you've seen what Jamie Carragher said on Monday Night Football when he was asked about it. He said Salah's only done a couple mixed zone interviews, you know, which he's entitled to do.
Yeah.
But I get where he's coming from. It's not on him. I think the club and every Liverpool fan wants them to offer him a contract. But I think him saying that, he knows that not like normal from him. Do you know what him speaking out about it?
Yeah.
He knows it's going to go to the
Yeah,
media.
exactly.
He knows that FSG are going to see that. I think it was the right thing to say at the wrong time.
Yeah.
He could have said that after the club, because now it makes it really awkward. If Liverpool hand him a contract, he's just going to turn it down, isn't he? Because he just doesn't feel.
I don't think he said it with any malice. Though. I
No.
don't think he was like, "Oh, the
No.
board needs to offer me a contract this week." Otherwise, I think he was just saying
the
in
way he
general
phrased
conversation.
it, because he was like, "I love the fans love me."
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he could have made that statement at a later point in his career, not then.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It wasn't. I don't know. I don't think Liverpool's hate him for it, do they? So it's just an awkward one for the club, really. I think that's all it is.
But Arnie did well in his press conference when he's asked about it. He said, I don't worry that it's going to affect his performance. I'm not there going on, because he said it a few times before, hasn't he? That
Yeah.
he doesn't know what his future will be. It'll probably be his last
Yeah.
season. So, it hasn't put him off from scoring, has it? So
Well, I mean, he missed a penalty last night, but
yeah, but he does have a penalty missing him, doesn't he?
yeah, but
He's having another quality season. It's kind of gone under the radar a little bit.
I
right?
know,
A little
yeah.
bit, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the most goals and assists combined in the Premier League at the minute.
Is he the best winger the Premier League's ever seen?
It depends. Are you classing Thierry Henry as a winger or a striker? I think that's the question.
I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United in
I'd say a striker.
2008, 2009 was unreal.
But I think Salah over the consistency.
Yeah.
I think if you're going one individual season, you go with Ronaldo. But I think I think he's the best right winger in Premier League history.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of that, did you see they had that debate on the overlap about this? And they were saying, who's the best Premier League right winger? Some woman said Bukayo Saka, which was met with silence, which I think is hilarious. And then the two names were 07 or 08 Ronaldo and David Beckham.
Yes, I did see this. Yeah,
David Beckham. Yeah. Interesting.
Rory Jennings,
who's like the Chelsea fan, he was saying, it's Beckham because his job was to create goals, not score goals like Salah. So that's why he's better. And then Stunt Peg, I don't know if you've seen Stunt Peg, I think she's brilliant.
Yeah.
Just straight away said, well, Salah's only 5 assists behind Beckham. And
Rory
Jennings, blunt fact, he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
She's completely shut him down. And
then what's the Arsenal fan called, or Man United fan?
He's on the club. I can't remember his name.
Well, he said that, but Man United played in a 4-4-2, which is a different role to a winger. But I think she made a good point.
Yeah, she's really knowledgeable, Stunt Peg.
Yeah,
really
it
knowledgeable.
just shows that you need to do your research.
Yeah,
Take some notes, Harvey.
yeah.
Sorry, I love just not laughing. It's becoming a new thing. Now.
Don't worry, I'm not coming on the podcast next week.
Well, I think that draws us to the end of an episode. Been good to come back again. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and we'll see you next time.